Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Stay back with a brand new video. Today, guys, I am talking about advanced look control settings. Today, I am going to be giving you the recommended settings if you want to get to Master/PRED. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the like button, comment down below, and please subscribe your notifications on that way you never miss an upload. Still trying to push towards 1K subs for the end of the year, so any support I really do appreciate. But without further ado, let's jump into this video. Sorry if I sound bunged up, I have got a cold at the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain the setting, and then I'm going to give you the setting that I run. Now, you can change it a little bit if you like, but the idea behind this is that you need to have something fairly similar to be able to understand the setting that I am running. Okay, I am a master player. I have been PRED before. It is doable with these sorts of settings. Trust me, if I feel confident using them, then you'll be feeling confident using them. So start with, we've got dead zone. This controls drifting if your sticks move by themselves. So I have mine on 8%. Now this is mainly because I like to have it just in case my sticks do drift. At the moment they're not drifting, but eventually they will wear down and they will start to drift. But also it means I don't have to apply, like if I just do a tiny bit of pressure on it, it doesn't move by itself. So it kind of helps in the aspect of things of, you know, I'm very stable when I need to be, and I don't move around like a nutter if I am, like, you know, just touching it slightly. So I have it on 8%. You can have it lower, but just be aware you might start getting stick drift. So if you're stood here and it's drifting, you probably want to turn it up so you don't get that drifting, because it will throw off your aim. Outer threshold. Now this one is not actually that important because obviously you see they recommend 2%. I recommend 1%. Now I'll explain literally the brief description of it. I could go way into more detail. If you want more detail, watch one of my past ALC videos because I go way into it. But basically, the outer threshold is how your controller interprets max input on your right stick. A higher outer threshold makes it hit the max input sooner, meaning you push less to reach the max input, triggering the extra yawn/pitch, or to turn your max sensitivity. So we want this really as low as possible, because even if the game is recommending 2%, I want it even lower than that. If I'd have 0% if I could, but I can't. Response curve. Basically, the response curve is the speed at which the game registers the movement of your reticle in the response to when you move the thumbstick and how long you keep it in that position. Higher feels dull, lower can feel twitchy. I have mine on 15 because I'm not gonna lie, okay, I used to have it high, I used to have 20, and to be honest, I felt like over time I felt, actually, you know what, that feels a bit more dull, but I really get on with 15. I feel like I can be in control of the weapon a lot easier than I used to. And also, I'm still being able to be quite heavy with my thumbsticks. I am quite heavy with my thumbsticks. I'm not exactly the most precise person. I don't run like freak. What do they call it? The thumbstick things. I've forgotten the name of the right. Control freaks. Got it. I don't run anything like that or anything like that. I have normal analog sticks, and I find that 15 works well for me because I don't want it to feel too twitchy where I end up missing where I'm trying to aim. Per Optic settings, I have this off. You can turn this on, but obviously it just basically means setting a speed for each optics. I feel you don't really need to. Yawn speed, how quickly you turn left to right, basically without looking down the scope. So literally this, ooh, ooh. So this is mainly for obviously when we're trying to scout around areas, but also when we're having to hit fire. So if you have it quite sensitive, you're going to struggle. You're going to feel like if someone's moving around, you might end up flinging a little bit too far over. I have mine on 300. I prefer 300. It works really well for me, and it's a good level ground because I feel like I can still turn around quite quickly if I need to. I do have a very good headset, so if I can hear someone behind me, I can anticipate and turn around quite quickly. I don't need to have it any higher because then I also do start going out of control. Pitch speed, how quickly you look up and down. Up, down, up, down. I mean, this isn't going to happen too much because, let's face it, how often do you look up and down? You're only literally looking up and down, really just to scout around, but also if you're hip firing at someone who's jumping around like a nutter. So I have that on 180, so almost halfway down. It just helps out really well. Now, the rest of them, turning extra yawn, this helps when you're trying to do like 360s and whatnot. I have turned this completely off because it actually throws you off very easily when you end up turning, because extra yawn will kick in when you're turning, maybe just to literally look to your left to try and shoot someone, and then it will speed off a lot quicker. So I've turned this completely off. The same with turning extra pitch. It's how quickly you can look up to the full extent. It will basically kick in quicker if you get your analog stick higher. I've turned that off again because it throws me off. Then of course we've got turning ramp up time. When you have the sticks at the edges, how quickly it will take to reach full speed. I have this off. I don't need that. And also I have turning ramp up delay, which is when the stick is at the edges, how much delay until extra yawn or extra pitch is applied. Of course, I've turned this off, but I also don't have it on. Personally, guys, I just feel like it works better not having it there. It doesn't throw you off and you're at a more consistent speed. You don't want to be getting thrown off in those critical moments where you're trying not to choke something. Next up, I've got ADS yawn speed. This is aiming down sight, how quickly you look left to right. I got it on 140. I don't want to be out of control because at the end of the day, this is how my accuracy is. Of course, you know, when people strafe, you know, you might have to like look down scope and whatnot. But at the end of the day, people can't strafe that far that quickly. And this is a good level speed where I can still track somebody if they're running away. And at the same time, I'm still able to keep in control. Now, the ADS pitch speed is obviously how quickly you look up and down while aiming down scope. Now, this is very critical for a recoil. Now, I have mine on 135. I can't physically have it on the same as my yawn speed, which is kind of annoying. But at the end of the day, this is the one that you need to be looking at when you're thinking about recoil patterns. Because obviously, as you look down your scope, when I'm aiming down my sight, how much pressure I need to put on the analog stick to hold it down. So obviously, if you have it, a higher sensitivity, you might end up going straight down a lot easier, a lot quicker. Whereas for me, I don't have to put too much pressure on and I stay in control very easily, which I like. So I have it on 135 and it keeps it very easy when someone's obviously trying to fight me and I'm looking down scope. I have a very similar sense then also for the, say, the yawn and the pitch. Now it's literally the exact same reasons why I don't have these on, okay? So I'll explain what they are anyway. ADS turning extra yawn, so helps you turn all the way around so you can do like 180s easier or quicker. Don't have it on, throws you off. I wouldn't have it on personally. Do not recommend it. ADS turning extra pitch, how quickly you can look up to the full extent. Personally, don't have it on again. I feel like the only time that would really help and benefit is if someone was doing a Valk ult or if they were on a jump tower. But at the end of the day, you could just come out your scope and then look again. Like, you don't need it. It will throw you off in those fights when you're like having to chase somebody who's trying to run up and down and you're trying to track them. Like maybe someone hits a jump pad and you reach the full extent a lot quicker than you anticipate. It's not worth it. Also, I got obviously the ADS turning ramp up time, have this completely off because easy one. When the stick is to the edges, how quickly you'll get to full speed while looking down scope. Yeah, as I said, don't have it on, don't touch it. ADS turning ramp up delay, I have this completely off. Once again, when the sticks are at the edges, when aiming, how long it takes before extra yawn or pitch is applied. You don't need it. I don't have it on, so what's the point of having it on? And then apart from that, we've got target compensation, which is your aim assist. Have this on. I mean, you'd be a bit mental unless you're doing a challenge. There's no point having it off unless you want to get really accurate and you want to practice a fire range. Maybe you could turn it off, but I personally would have it on. And then you've got your melee target compensation. This is your aim assist when you're doing, you know, beatdowns, punching those bitches. And then last one, you got target compensation style. Now, if you're on console, you can have it on default. If you are on PC, oh my god, that was loud. You could have it on PC. Now, if you're running scrims and whatnot, you might want to practice on PC because obviously when you go into PC lobbies, you are going to be running on PC aim assist. Now, the difference is not like absolutely crazy, but personally, I mean, what's the point in changing it when you at the end of the day are on console? What's the point of putting yourself at a disadvantage? So I've kept mine on default, but I would recommend people who are running comp to do PC so you actually get used to obviously what you're going to be in when you are actually against PC players. Apart from that, guys, that is everything. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Make sure you hit that like button, comment down below, and please subscribe your notifications on that you never miss an upload. As I say, trying to get that 1K before the end of the year. We got less than well, actually just over a month when this comes out, so please subscribe if you've enjoyed it. I hope you have enjoyed. I'm going to shut up and I'll see you all in the next video.